Welcome to English Made Easy. Learn through stories. In today's English lesson, we will start with an English story and then explain a few words and phrases from the story to help improve your vocabulary. Let's get started. The Butterfly and the Bees. Chapter 1. The Carefree Butterfly. One sunny morning, a butterfly flew over a beautiful garden. Her wings were bright and colorful. She loved to dance among the flowers. The butterfly felt very happy. She did not have any worries. She thought, "This is such a lovely day." In the same garden, there were many bees. The bees were very busy. They were flying from flower to flower. The bees were collecting nectar. They wanted to make honey. The bees worked hard every day. The butterfly saw the bees. She flew closer to them. She watched the bees for a while. The butterfly thought, "Why are they working so hard? The sun is shining and the flowers are blooming. It is a perfect day to play." One of the bees noticed the butterfly. The bee said, "Hello, butterfly. Why are you not working?" The butterfly replied, "Hello, bee. I like to dance among the flowers. It is so much fun." The bee smiled and said, "We are collecting nectar. We need to make honey. It will help us in the rainy season." The butterfly did not understand. She asked, "Why do you need honey for the rainy season?" The bee explained, "When it rains, there are no flowers. We will not have food. Honey will keep us safe and strong." The butterfly felt confused. She thought, "Why should I worry about the rain? The sun is shining now." The butterfly smiled and said, "I like to enjoy the sunshine. I will not worry about the rain." The bee shook her head. She said, "You should think about the future. It is important to be ready." But the butterfly did not listen. She flew away and danced among the flowers. She felt happy and free. The butterfly thought, "I do not want to work. I just want to play and enjoy my day." The bees continued to work hard. They flew from flower to flower. They collected nectar and took it to their hive. They were tired but happy. The bees knew they were preparing for the rainy season. The butterfly did not think about the future. She only cared about the present. She danced and played all day. She felt joyful and carefree. The butterfly thought, "Life is beautiful when you are free." And so the butterfly and the bees went on with their day. The butterfly danced in the sunshine, and the bees worked hard in the garden. Chapter 2. The Harsh Rainy Season. The next day, the sky was dark and gray. The wind was strong. The butterfly woke up and felt cold. She thought, "Where is the sunshine?" Heavy rain began to fall. The butterfly flew to the garden. The flowers were closed. The butterfly felt sad. She thought, "I cannot drink nectar today." The butterfly flew around looking for food. She saw the bees flying into their hive. The butterfly thought, "Maybe the bees can help me." The butterfly flew to the hive. She saw the bee she had met before. The butterfly said, "Hello, bee. Can you help me? I am hungry and cold." The bee replied, "Hello, butterfly. Why did you not collect food? The rain is here, and there are no flowers now." The butterfly felt sad and worried. She said, "I did not think about the rain. I just wanted to play." The bee shook her head and said, "We told you to prepare. Now it is too late." The butterfly felt sorry. She thought, "I should have listened to the bees." She asked, "Can I have some honey, please?" The bee replied, "We worked hard for this honey. We need it for the rainy season. We cannot share it with you." The butterfly felt very sad. She flew away from the hive. The rain was heavy and the wind was strong. The butterfly looked for a place to stay dry. She found a small leaf to hide under. The butterfly felt cold and hungry. She thought, "I made a mistake. I should have prepared like the bees." She felt lonely and scared. The bees were safe in their hive. They had honey to eat. The bees felt warm and happy. They said to each other, "We are ready for the rain." The butterfly felt tired and weak. She thought, I will never make this mistake again. I will work hard like the bees next time. The rain continued to fall. The butterfly waited under the leaf. She hoped the rain would stop soon. She learned a hard lesson about being prepared. Chapter 3. The Bee's Cozy Hive. The rain kept falling. The butterfly felt very cold and hungry. She thought, I must try again. Maybe the bees will help me this time. The butterfly flew back to the bee's hive. She knocked on the hive door. The bee she met before opened the door. The butterfly said, Hello, bee. I am very hungry and cold. Can you please help me? The bee looked at the butterfly. She felt a little sorry for her. The bee said, Come inside for a moment, but remember, we cannot give you much. The butterfly entered the hive. It was warm inside. The bees were busy making honey. The butterfly felt a bit better. She said, Thank you, bee. It is nice and warm here. The bee replied, We worked hard to make this honey. It keeps us strong during the rainy season. The butterfly nodded and said, I understand now. I should have prepared like you. The bee said, Yes, you should have. But now you must learn from this mistake. The bee gave the butterfly a small drop of honey. She said, This is all we can share. We need the rest for ourselves. The butterfly took the honey and said, Thank you, bee. I am very grateful. The butterfly left the hive. She flew back to her leaf. The rain was still falling. The butterfly felt a little stronger from the honey. She thought, I must remember this lesson. The bees continued their work. They felt safe and happy in their cozy hive. They knew they were ready for the rainy season. Chapter 4. The Lesson Learned. The rainy season finally ended. The sun came out again. The butterfly woke up. She felt happy to see the sunshine. She thought, Now I have a chance to make things right. The butterfly flew to the garden. The flowers were blooming again. The butterfly saw the bees working. She flew to them and said, Hello, bees. Can I help you with your work? The bee she met before looked at her. The bee asked, Do you really want to help us, butterfly? The butterfly nodded and said, Yes, I want to work hard like you. I have learned my lesson. The bee smiled and said, All right, you can help us collect nectar. The butterfly felt happy. She thought, I will do my best. She flew from flower to flower, collecting nectar. She worked hard with the bees. The bees were happy to see the butterfly working. They said, Good job, butterfly. You are helping us a lot. The butterfly felt proud. She said, Thank you, bees. I want to be ready for the next rainy season. The bees taught the butterfly how to collect nectar and store it in the hive. The butterfly listened carefully. She wanted to learn everything. One day the bee said to the butterfly, You are doing very well. You are part of our team now. The butterfly felt very happy. She said, Thank you, bee. I'm glad to be part of your team. The butterfly continued to work hard every day. She felt strong and prepared. She thought, I will never make the same mistake again. The bees and the butterfly worked together. They collected a lot of nectar. They were ready for the next rainy season. The butterfly felt proud of herself. She thought, I have learned the value of hard work. I am ready for the future. The bees and the butterfly became good friends. They helped each other and worked as a team. The butterfly felt happy and safe. Chapter 5. Rainy Season with Friends. The rainy season came again. The sky turned dark and the wind began to blow. The butterfly woke up and felt calm. She thought, This time I am ready. The butterfly flew to the hive. The bees were already inside. The butterfly knocked on the hive door. The bee she met before opened the door and smiled. The bee said, Hello, butterfly. Come inside. The butterfly entered the hive. It was warm and cozy. The bees were busy making honey. The butterfly felt safe and happy. She said, "Thank you for letting me stay with you." The bee replied, "You worked hard with us." The butterfly felt proud. She said, "I am happy to be with you." The rain started to fall heavily. The wind was strong. But the butterfly and the bees were safe inside the hive. They had plenty of honey to eat. They felt warm and happy. One of the bees said, "We did a great job collecting nectar. Now we have enough honey for the rainy season." The butterfly nodded and said, "Yes, we worked hard together. I am glad I learned to prepare." The bees and the butterfly spent their days eating honey and staying warm. They laughed and talked. The butterfly felt very happy. She thought, "I am so lucky to have such good friends." And so, the butterfly and the bees spent the rainy season together. They were warm, happy, and safe in their cozy hive. The butterfly learned the value of hard work and preparation. She felt grateful for her new friends and the important lessons she had learned. The end. The story is aligned with the A1 level of the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, CEFR, which is the beginner level. Here are 5 words, phrases from the story, along with their meanings and examples from the story as well as real life. 1. Nectar, meaning a sweet liquid produced by flowers, which bees collect to make honey. Example from the story. The bees were busy collecting nectar from the flowers. Real-life example. Hummingbirds drink nectar from flowers to get their energy. 2. Hive, meaning a structure where bees live and store their honey. Example from the story. The butterfly knocked on the hive door to ask for help. Real-life example. The beekeeper carefully checked the hive to ensure the bees were healthy. 3. Rainy season, meaning a time of year when it rains a lot. Example from the story. The bees prepared honey for the rainy season so they would have food. Real-life example. In many tropical countries, the rainy season brings heavy showers and thunderstorms. 4. Cozy, meaning warm, comfortable, and safe. Example from the story. The butterfly felt warm and cozy inside the bee's hive. Real-life example. On a cold winter night, sitting by the fireplace with a blanket feels very cozy. 5. Lesson, meaning something learned through experience or teaching. Example from the story. The butterfly learned an important lesson about hard work and preparation. Real-life example. After forgetting his homework at home, Jack learned a lesson to always check his bag before leaving for school. Here are 3 things the reader can learn from the story. 1. The importance of hard work. 2. The value of preparation. 3. The power of teamwork. This story and voiceover have been provided by English Made Easy. Learn through stories. Copying or re-uploading is strictly prohibited.